game early before launch?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good.
We are going to see a lot of action on the perimeter in this one. Clark, these teams are skilled three-point shooters.
I would not disagree with any of that, BA. We'll see, though, which side is able to disrupt the opposing shooters. I mean, defense is going to play a role in this.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins and Green make up the forwards. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's the natural in at the 2. 6 to shoot. Martin knocks it down from distance. And from where we sit, Rookie of the Year is MP's to lose. He's the definitive favorite at this point.
Well, the body of work he's put together speaks for itself. Fantastic start to his career, and he has silenced his doubters all season long.
And here's Porter outside.
Come on.
That shot missing. The Warriors go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. When their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here's Martin. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Back to Porter. Rebounded by Green.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Green.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's Şengün. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5.
Those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create around the bucket.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Martin outside. Three-pointer. The Rockets with another miss.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Pass to the natural. Leans inside. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Porter. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Martin finds Şengün. Here's Christopher. And here's Martin. The Rockets again can't hit. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's the natural. Another one goes. Incredible.
We are bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons.
Boy, he's delivering night in and night out and nearing 3rd all-time for scoring in a season. And the Rockets call time here. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Welcome to the ball. City, Texas.
The Rockets trail. Outside Porter. Pass to Martin. Oh, they need this. Here's Şengün. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The natural gets the bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
For Houston, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that one drops for him.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Şengün. Martin outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Porter outside. He can't hit that time. The Warriors have got 7 of 8 in the basket. When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. B.A. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set. And his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
Here we are late in the season. I got to ask you the age-old question, Clark. Should the focus be on playoff positioning, or should it be on resting your stars?
You know, I don't think it should be either. I think it should be playing your best basketball. And if, in fact, you're in a position where you can buy some rest for your key players and still be sharp, then that's what you do. But it's a delicate balancing act. I would much rather see players rest during practice and play a bit in the games to keep that in-game sharpness is what you want. But each team has to do it the way they feel best.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
Houston has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Christopher. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Şengün. Here's Christopher. Hounded by Wiggins. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Basket counts.
You can't help but look toward their defense. And they're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Martin. Will it go? Rebounded by Green.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Another bucket. Wow.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Boy, he's already left his mark on history as he now moves into 3rd place for most points in a season. Just amazing. Timeout called. Houston, and watching Draymond Green play. Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
Pass to Smith. And here's Martin. Porter with it. Here's Smith. No good on the shot. Green with the defensive effort. Here's the natural. He's guarded by Martin. The natural gets the bucket.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no... reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Golden State foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Martin. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Pass to the natural. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for Golden State. 1 shot.
Houston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Martin outside. Back to Porter. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot. At the line for
And so he hits the technical free throw.
your Rockets.
Pass to Şengün. Beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 19. Here's Christopher. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Green. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
And the Warriors with possession here. 17-point game. Shot is good by Curry.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and when you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Back to Porter. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Christopher. Then to shoot 2.
When you talk about guys who are built for the modern game, add Smith's name to that list.
Houston making some changes. Garuba's checked in for Şengün. Harris comes in for Christopher. And Washington is subbed in for Porter Jr. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Here's the natural. Coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Yep, count it.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the Rockets. with possession here. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. There's the double with Thompson. Pass to Harris. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. So Golden State will take it the other way.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing up on the glass.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive.
Back to Washington. Fires from deep. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's the natural. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. He's got 27.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And it's the Rockets with the ball.
Set up.
On target from range.
And this is Washington's responsibility. So good at finding open teammates.
Thompson outside. Here's the natural. Hounded by Harris. From 15 feet away. Again, Golden State.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Harris. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From outside the arc. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Here's the natural. Hounded by Harris. Back comes Houston in transition. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Pass to the natural. Thompson outside. Right through the D for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Curry, that's good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's the natural. And he converts the layup.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Harris. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that...
Yo, watch it!
Here's the natural. He has 29 now. Back to Curry. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets.
Hi, guys. Well, the natural in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He added 61 points, and his assist total was through the roof. He was dominant, and they're hoping to get more of the same from him tonight. Take it away.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And so in the game for the Warriors. Inside, it's Wiggins at the 4 with Looney in the middle. Then there's Gary Payton second. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's the natural in at the 2. Here's Porter. Coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans. To the inside, Şengün. Looney on the double team. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Wiggins. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yep, and an opportunity for one more at the line. Wiggins with the toughness to finish through contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Pounded by Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Christopher. Looney grabs a miss.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's the natural. Pass to Looney. Now Curry. Here's the natural. Now Wiggins. He's guarded by Porter. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And here's Porter outside. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. The 11-footer. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
So tenacious in the open floor. Give Wiggins some room to run, and he takes advantage of it.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Korkmaz has checked in for Porter Jr. The Warriors also with a sub. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Payton. Timeout called. Houston. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? You don't give them a charge. I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And the Warriors with possession. 9 points in a row. A good run going. And again, it's Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Şengün. Here's Korkmaz. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Christopher. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Rockets have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in this second quarter. Puts it up from 12. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Staying alert and aware, Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
To end the drought. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. The natural. Again, the Warriors score.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. Korkmaz has got 5 points.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, down big, you got to find a way to generate easy offense. Getting into the paint is step one. Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Well, the Rockets shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Back to Christopher. Inside. Here's Şengün. It's tipped. Here's the natural. Give him 35. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Pass to Korkmaz. From 9 feet out, stolen by Wiggins. Here's the natural.
Hey, right here.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 37 points for him.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Curry. Coming off a 16-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's the natural. Off the mark there with a 3. Well, the Rockets shooting 42% in the second quarter. Here's Christopher. Curry with some nice D. And the Warriors with possession. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the natural. Oh, wow! Oh!
Watch out below.
Big finish. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Here's Christopher. 15 in his last outing. The 3, Smith. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. For 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Ahead by a mile with a 30. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Golden State has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Josh Christopher, and it's Martin in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's the natural. Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. Here's the natural. Back to Curry. Up and over Porter. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 19 points.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's Martin, and here's Porter outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Porter's got 10 points.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Here's the natural.
Hey, you spot right here.
And it's Martin with the rebound. Houston shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
And so it's Golden State with it. Pass to the natural. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
For Golden State. At the line for 1.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It wasn't enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching.
this cool. Come over here, get it. It is punk rock, 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 hey. Punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, PBS rock, hey. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get.
I'm back, baby. Hey, turn me up a bit. Turn me up some. Yeah. Ooh, hey, look, they're like ain't no way he back. I'm back. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tigers' teeth. Wanna ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that it wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget cat and sheep, I wanna count this cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Fact. If I say it, you best to believe it. Couldn't nobody beat this. Work putting food on the table, but I don't serve no customer pizza. Nerve hit us up for a feature. Yep, you know what it is. Pick up the pen and the pad, put tweet on the map for rapping. Now we up in this. I'd rather be up on my than be. Had enough of all the time, now I see the bigger picture. I can't be bitter and bicker though. Got a plan way bigger than that, cause we never really was rich, bro. We had to spend every dollar we had. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. I ain't never going back. Do or die, no cap. I never slack. I be tired all the time. Bags under my eyes till I get the cash. Thought it wasn't all that. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Do that. Sharper than Tigers' teeth. Wanna ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that it wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget cat and sheep, I wanna count this cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Facts.
Alright, I'm done with you. Take what I want, not gonna stop for no one, not one. Get lost if you try and drag me down. Yeah, brother, look at me now. GM in the ECB now. We in B&E now. Looking for the come and see now. On the ball, looking for a rebound. I'm back with a little bit more than I had before. One spit on the mic and they ask for more. Me and JK lit, but we keep it raw. Like a baker. I was never one to listen to a hater, but you can bet when the pay comes. I'ma split that with my day ones. No doubt, no fake ones. JK running up till the day's done. You bet. I run with a team of vets. Cook the beat with a steam and veg. Gotta make sure the whole team fed. No sleep for the week, gotta rest. You know what they said?
They're like ain't no way he back. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Who that? Sharper than Tigers' teeth. When I ride these beats at a level they ain't never gonna match. Too quick, run it up like Dash. I'm on a mission, I gotta get that bag. And I know they said that I wouldn't be Jack. Guess again, you best pretend to play dead, cause I'm ready to attack. Cause I can't stand half these cats. Grind all week and I hardly sleep. Forget counting sheep, I wanna count these cash. Can't quit now, can't look back. Stay on a mission until I get that bag. Facts.
No. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun.
Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around. See, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm everything like this. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put it in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. Want a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break yo. That I'm so fine. You could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Always had to get out of my own way. Clock keep on ticking, it's okay. I'm running laps in days. I cannot slip, let it go away. Gotta trust in my own faith. I wanna know for my own sake. I gotta know. This ain't the same. Ain't like before. I gotta know. Yeah, I gotta know. Foot on the gas. I'm back on the road. Pack it up, we back out on the road. Had to run it back and here reload. Never took no handout on no loans. We ain't cut the same in the show. Can't lick if you ain't living by the code. That's just something that we don't condone. Gotta learn to get it on your own. I can't let it fade and never glow. Had to write it down, had to check it off. Recipe was bland, had to add it sauce. 40,000 hours working on my craft. Said if I spend my last, I'ma make it back. Gotta keep it going, Never back checking when you're moving forward. They ain't heard enough.
Yep, switch. I'll get out on that. Wow.
With just a few games in the books, Brent, what are coaches right now looking for from their team, from their players?
Well, I think you're still trying to figure out what your identity is, Kevin. You've played a few games. You're trying a few different rotations. You still want to do that over the course of the next 25 games before you really settle into what you know is going to give you the best chance offensively and defensively and win games.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green play in the forward spots. Magician is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Green in at the center position.
DeMichael Green.
Now McCollum. Ingram outside. On the wing, Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Here's Daniels after the made shot from Magician. Ingram wide open. Kept alive. Nance nails the baby hook.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Magician passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Magician. That shot off the mark. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Well, when Ingram is this aggressive offensively, the refs notice it too.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Williamson against Green. Shot clock at 5. They get it again, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. The Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wiggins outside. Pass to Magician. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. It's McCollum on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Curry passes to Magician. Wiggins surveying the floor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Golden State. Magician's shot is good. Magician's got 10 points in the game.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
Back to Ingram. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Nance. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Nance has got his second basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Pelicans trail. McCollum outside. The pass to Ingram. Daniels with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And trying to break loose. Daniels, no good. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Boston.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Give them a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And that one's good. Wiggins
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McCollum passes to Daniels. And again, no good by New Orleans. Warriors leading by 6. Here's the teardrop. Snatched up. Pass the Magician. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 16 points for Magician.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Williamson. Man's trying to break loose. And just miss after miss right now. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Magician. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
And coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
On defense, Golden State. It's a 10-point game. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the 3 off target.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dishes it to Daniels. Out to Ingram. There's the 3. No good on the shot. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Thompson in for Draymond Green. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Alvarado. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
It's good. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. We saw Andrew Wiggins take a big step forward when he went to Golden State in 2020.
A lot of people think that's a subtle change, but I actually think it's a lot bigger. When you get a player of Andrew Wiggins' caliber who is born to score, and you adjust some of the shot selection and how offensively he's staying engaged, that's a big difference both physically and mentally. It's been a big uptick for him along with his defensive presence. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Magician, defended by Jones. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. And now 24 points for Magician. Outside, Jones. Pass to Alvarado. Kicks it out to Jones. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA.
Substitution on the court.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green play in the forward spots. Curry is out there with the Magician, and it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. McCollum outside, beyond the arc. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Golden State moving it around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
For 3, Ingram. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Magician, knocked away. It's Ingram on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point, guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Curry gets the bucket.
3 points.
The accuracy that Curry has from that kind of range, it's just jaw-dropping. He does not miss that many shots from that deep.
Now here's McCollum. He had 28 points in the win against Boston.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Wiggins passes to Magician. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Count the basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Nance. 3-pointer, Daniels. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here is Daniels. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McCollum, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's Magician. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 33 points for Magician.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Three-pointer, Daniels. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Just playing
in this one.
Here is Daniels. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Boston.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Ingram outside. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And another 3 for Golden State.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
McCollum passes to Ingram. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Magician. Good on the 7-footer. Magician's got 39.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Ingram outside. Can they get it? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more.
So it's the Golden State Warriors.
The end of the first half with the score. Your Pelicans 39. The Warriors 79.
Pelicans fans, here's your Pelicans Youth Dance Team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Magician.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Then there's Larry Nance. Then there's McCollum, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. It's Ingram on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Ingram's got 13.
Well, Brandon Ingram answering the call comes right back with 3 of his own.
Curry passes to Magician. Back to Curry. Passes it to Wiggins. Here's Magician. Golden State moving it around. Takes a 3, 5 to shoot, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
Now here's McCollum. Now the pass to Daniels. And here's McCollum. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Magician. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Magician's got 41.
Well, the defense is paying so much attention to what Stefan's doing. It's going to lead to baskets for this offense like that one.
Now here's Ingram. 13 points in the game. A good look from McCollum. Gets a very good look and converts. That's 10 points for C.J. McCollum. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Magician. Green breaking loose. Magician's shot is good.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Pass to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Magician. Stolen by McCollum. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Great look, but off the mark. The Warriors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Williamson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Curl, man, curl.
Curry passes to Magician. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. From the inbound. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket. Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Driving to the basket. Magician's shot is good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. For 3, Ingram. Here's Williamson. And he lays it straight in. Williamson's got 8 points.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing that.
Magician passes to Wiggins. Another 3 for Golden State.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. 2022 is an anxious year for Zion Williamson fans, waiting for his return.
It's just not easy when your superstar gets hurt, and because you want them back as soon as possible, but you also don't want to rush the healing process. And fans really had to be patient waiting for Zion to come back. They've got a big year ahead of him. Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Here's Magician. No good that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. McCollum left side. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Magician's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ingram outside. Pass to Daniels. McCollum against Green. McCollum no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Passes to Ingram. Now here's Nance. From downtown, and Ingram the bucket on the assist by Nance. 16 points for him.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Golden State's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. McCollum with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Count that one.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
On the wing, Wiggins. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
McCollum kicks to Ingram. Over Green. Nance trying to break loose. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Curry passes to Magician. Back to Curry. Here's Magician. Non-stop scoring machine here. Can't hit from 12. In the corner, Daniels. Offline with his 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Magician. He's covered by Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Warriors. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Ingram outside. Over Green. Goes back up. Nice touch on the bank shot. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man.
3-pointer. And another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Green, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle.
Shot's good. Hit. Shooting one.
Nowadays, there are so many options for the great high school basketball player in this country and overseas. Do you see the G League Ignite and similar ways as a positive overall?
Well, I think right now you'd have to say that the G League Ignite has been a successful experiment, and that run is going to continue. You get guys like Jalen Green, who was drafted by the Houston Rockets and came in, had a sensational rookie season. That pathway has led him there. So I think they're doing a good job. The interesting thing, Kevin, to talk about is what colleges have done in response to that and what's going on in the NIL space. How does that change the dynamic in the future?
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Magician is out there with Moody. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Kuminga in at the four-man position. McCollum, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Ingram. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Payton.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Here's Magician. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Magician. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Shot from free throw range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Now here's Ingram. After the miss from Magician, Iguodala with the steal. Here's Magician. He's guarded by McCollum. Payton kicks to Kuminga.
Hey, right here.
Moody the pass to Magician. Lays it up off the glass. Magician's got 57 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Daniels. Murphy can't hit. Now, here's Payton. Pass to Magician. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Moody the pass to Magician. Pass to Moody. The tray. And another three for Golden State.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Now here's Kuminga. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Kuminga the pass to Magician. Kicks it to Iguodala. Sinks that one from the post.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Passes it to Murphy. Nance down low. Defended by Kuminga. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Magician.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
And the shot goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Marshall, he's checked in for New Orleans. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Pelicans. The pass to Temple. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now here's Kuminga. Over Marshall, and there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
They get it back. Here's Magician. Pass to Moody. Here's Magician. 16 feet away. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.
He